Got a question for you, Plarium. If you're going to put Live Arena in the mission, why is the reward more Live Arena tokens that expire like 24 hours later? I mean, how much time do you think we have to play your game? I have just under an hour and a half to use up 4 lots of tokens in one Live Arena session. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but you know what, boys and girls? I am going to try. Also, it's an update day. Has anyone noticed any changes to the sound effects? Did Plarium say they were going to change some of the sound effects? Because I'd swear the level up sound effects inside the champion sparring pit, I'd swear they're different. But maybe it's just my headset. Anyway, I can't believe I forgot to wear my Yoshi t-shirt yesterday, and I made an episode about Yoshi. But I'll try to use Yoshi again today to make up for it. I mean, I might use him soon. I probably should have just picked Armand's first, eh? This is what I get for waking up on the wrong side of the bed. So, I don't know. I'll find a way to do these fights really quickly, I guess. I'll take Sun Wukong, and who else do I really want? I want Fenix. So let's go. I got my 2 nukers. The other 2 can be whatever the hell I want. I probably should have a 3rd nuker, honestly, because sometimes you pick 2 nukers, they eliminate one, and then they lock down the other one. Or just outright kill the other one. And then you're just sort of screwed. Oh, this is already not looking good. I do not like the look of this team. So here, I'm just going to leave. Good game, Sharky. I know I probably should have at least tried to put up a fight, but I'm in a hurry. We'll say I already made a mistake. That's right, I made the first mistake by not picking Armands. So let's pick Armands. Armands. He's our man's. If he can't do it, no one can's. That sort of rhymes. Harima the Dreamer. Okay. My favorite response to Harima is probably Lady Mikage and Fenix these days. Fenix is very, very good at killing Harima. Not perfect at it. We'll see if he gets better once he's at the +4 level. Oh, so you saw my Fenix and you decided to go full-on Reviver anyway, huh? Okay. I'll take the King and Queen. I think this is the good way to round out the team. This way I have a block Reviver somewhere. Aqua Sniper 123. Cool name. So how do you round out this team? I guess you better bring a 2nd nuker. And I'm more afraid of Harima, so I'll get rid of her. And I'll take the speed. And I will bum rush somebody. I guess I better bum rush the single nuker, right? Dragonbane. Stultus Dragonbane. So we bum rush Dragonbane. Ooh, down he goes. The sound effects sound crisper today. So yeah, that was a good fast win. So what have I proven so far? I can lose really fast, I can win really fast. What can't I do? Deja Vu. A player I'd swear I've never seen before. Is he going to pick Armands? Because if so, then I am having deja vu. Oh, I'm still having a bit of deja vu, but I'm going to pick Armands. I'm going to pick these 2. My 2 most eminently bannable champions. Just put them right at the front. I'm then going to want to make sure I have 2 good nukers. So he's picking Ultimate Death Knight and Rhodos. That's a very good pair. Very good pair as always. So it's another deja vu, really, because you know the best counter to Rhodos is Ultimate Death Knight, so you pick them together. That's how you do it. So well done, deja vu. Well, I know I want Fennex. Who else do I want? Maybe I'll take the king and queen again. White king, white queen. That's another thing. If I'm gonna take the white king and the white queen, I want to take them together. Obviously, Deja Vu has also seen that, or foreseen that, and said, "I will have none of it." I've got a friend who teaches English in Nunavut, the territory of Nunavut, in northern Canada. I think they asked him if he'd be interested in teaching in some remote place for a bonus, and he said he'd have none of it. Poor guy. Okay, I'm gonna take her as usual, and I guess I'll go with the Wukong. As usual, I like to have as much polymorph as possible in the front row. Plarium, you know, I'll get on your case every now and again about this, but Polymorph and Armands both need a serious nerf. And until they get a serious nerf, players like me are just going to put them at the front of the party because we don't have a choice. And players that don't have enough of either of these things are just not going to do very well in Live Arena or even Standard Classic Arena. To say nothing of Tag Arena, which is just Arena again. Tag Arena is not even different. I think Tag Arena was just a mistake. I think you guys should have fixed that long ago. Live Arena was not a mistake. You know, Plarium, as much as I give you the negative criticism, positive feedback is Live Arena is great. And the change of the half-hour time limit to 20-minute time limit, very nice change. I've actually only hit that time limit once, of course, because most of the players adjusted from going for an arena defense style to something that makes a little more sense. I think I probably just want to get rid of Armands so I don't get slapped around too much. I've still got 2 nukers. I'll take... You know what? Don't be a dum-dum, Gavin. Take the better speed aura. I think we're making pretty good time. I think I started 8 minutes ago. I think we're already at fight 5. So I guess the goal is to have 25 fights today. Maybe 30. If I want to get on top of everything. So the bum rush is not really going to work, is it? I mean, I could still try it. Leorius is going to become really dangerous, though. And then I just have to strip and knock him out, which I can maybe do with Sun Wukong, who isn't going to go very soon. I don't know, I could just resign here. I think that might have been a mistake. Oh man, and he's going slow too. I'm just going to resign. I feel like I was probably going to lose anyway. Don't have the time to find out. But that was getting the first shot. That was fun. We'll say the victory condition was getting the first shot in that fight, and I won. Peons of old. That's a cool clan title. The peons shall inherit the earth, right? So I'll take these 2. I suppose the other obvious option would be Arbiter. So he's going for Ultimate Death Knight, so I can't counter his Siphi with my Ultimate Death Knight. I'm going to go with the King and Queen. I'm going to guess he's going to pick Rhodos. That's what I do. If I had Siphi, If I only had a Siffy. RNG, Jesus, give me a Siffy. If I only had a Siffy, I would absolutely, pretty much always, take Siffy and Rotos. And I couldn't be happier because they are such a good combo. Now I could potentially bum rush the Rotos if I left him in, but I want to take him out. So I'm gonna bum rush whoever. I don't know. We're not going first, are we? It's gonna be even harder because you know what mistake I've already made. I don't have anybody with a debuff on their A1. So I might not even bum rush. I might go for the strip instead. Even though I can barely strip all this stuff. If I can even place one debuff, I guess I'm okay with it. So we've already got some stuns to deal with. He's filling his turn meter nice and quick, and the only guy with a debuff managed to veil himself. So we know everything is going my way, right? But I do have a cleanse. I mean, okay, how hard does this hit? Not especially. Yeah, I'm gonna skip. Good game, Timriskle. Peons of old. The peons will slowly take over the earth. You have me convinced. Why? The peons are the ones that do all the work, you know. The overlords, the landlords, the big banks, big pharma. And here's Aqua Sniper again. Not twice in a row, but, you know, twice in pretty close succession. So hello again, Mr. Sir. So he's going with those two. Interesting. You know what? I think the thinking here is probably he wanted to go with Duchess, and he didn't want to get countered by Harima. So that makes sense to me. So I'm going to go with King and Queen. And I might just take 2 more nukers. Because I want somebody who can place debuffs. Or I could go with Arbiter, come to think of it. Because she does have a debuff on her A1. She's got that weaken. I forget offhand what the odds of her A1 landing a weaken are. I could also go with Uko. Maybe I'll go with Uko this time. I don't go with Uko often enough. So I'll probably ban Harima. Maybe Sun Wukong, maybe Harima. I don't know. Who's going to be here? Oh, Rotos? Do I want to ban Rotos? Or do I want to ban Harima? They're both bad news. I'm going to ban the Rotos. I'll take the Speed Aura from Uko. It is 1% better. So, Aqua Sniper gets the first shot. Everybody goes invisible. I got my work cut out for me. Yeah, I think these sounds are a little different. So I'll go for the cleanse with the protect and the shield. So the king might survive. Wow, that was really lucky getting all those weak hits. Holy crap. That did not nuke as hard as I was hoping it would. Wow, that Duchess is very nearly dead. I'd still rather take out Harima first, though. Ouch. Alright, so with my single revive, I guess I better get my other reviver. Sun Wukong's big nuke is gone. I'm going to use his revive now. And I'll try to take down her immediately. I basically just need a good solid hit against the Wukong. Dead. So, Aqua Sniper, good game. Yep. I appreciate that you knew exactly where to resign. So we got Mr. Toon from Maître Panda, which I guess is French for Master Panda. Armands. That's what we gotta go with. I said Maître. I think it's pronounced Maître. Come to think of it, my French girlfriend would be ashamed of me right now. Okay. I'll go with Sun Wukong. You know what? You know what? I want to go with Pedrig this time because that gives me the potential for an ally attack. And do I want Sun Wukong? Do I want Rhodos? This is a good question. Let's go with Rhodos. I think it's his turn. Of course, now I totally expect to see Sun Wukong in their team. This game has gotten a little predictable, Plarium. Oh, he's got the king and queen. Okay. All right. I stand corrected. So I'm going to go for... Maybe still Sun Wukong then? Could also go for Uko again. He is a good time. I think I'm going to get outsped no matter what I do. And I think I'm also going to ban Narses whatever happens. Yeah, okay. I am convinced. I'm going to go with these two. But Narses with the queen, just way too much kill. I don't have to deal with that. I'm expecting Lazarus then to be a reasonably good nuker as well, because aside from that, I don't really see a lot of that on his team. I can take the speed aura. Plarium, why is this guy's speed aura not in arena? Why couldn't he just have an everywhere speed aura? I don't get it. I know, Plarium. You're basically saying, Gavin, shut up. It's too many pieces of criticism right now. Too much. Come up with one thing that you want. Just one. Ask for just that one thing. And that one thing would probably have to be more inventory storage space. Second thing would be nerf Armands. Third, nerf Polymorph. Fourth, give me a Siffy. I know that's not really a policy decision on your end. I just want one. It'd make my Rhodos so happy. He's so lonely. Holy crap. Yeah, can that boy ever nuke? I mean, I'm thinking I should resign here, but you know what? It's not quite over yet. Probably is, though. I probably just don't have time. I think my guys are too slow to compete. So, good game, Master of Pandas. Armands? It's your time. So, we're playing against A name that looks like Black Hand, but there's no H here, so it's just Black and. Black and what? Black and blue? So maybe I'll take Arbiter. Oh, you know what? I'll definitely take her and Arbiter. And that leaves me with a couple of nukers. Rhodos Fennex. I think that's the way it's got to be. You are taking a while to pick. This might be one of the players that goes AFK. And I honestly can't complain too much because I will do this on days where I don't have time. I will start the game up and leave it in a background tab. As much as it shames me to admit it, I'm sure we all do it. Sooner or later, we all get to the point where we're like, oh man, I just don't have the energy. Also, he took Rhodos, so I can't have him. So I guess I'll take. I mean, I might still take Narcisse then, or maybe I'll take Volcanon. That's how I'll do it. I'll take Volcanon. I'll take Fennex because there's a lot of revive in the team. So I want 2 block revive champions. I wish I had more block revive champions. You know, while I'm just rattling off things I wish I had on my account, because I do have Fennex, I've got Volcanon, I've got Narcisse, and I've got Rhodos. Those are the 4 that I'm likely to use. I also have Foley. Well, I almost never bring anymore because I found Foley just doesn't hit hard enough, and I also have Xavia, who is somewhere. So I'm going to get rid of Rhodos because it seems like the obvious one to take down, even though a +4 Ronda, that's kind of scary. I'm going to ban Rhodos anyway. So we'll take the speed lead from Volcanon. Could take it from Arbiter. They're the same. But how often do I take Volcanon? Not as often is the answer. Yesterday, I asked how many would be in on a live stream. Of course, I imagine probably only about 3 people saw that episode to begin with. But I haven't actually checked my feedback, whatever you call that. I guess it's feedback, comments, you know. I'm going to check it after the video, though, I swear. I want to take both of them, but we got to pick one. Oh man, I should have picked her. Would have made more sense. Now I have to eliminate somebody. This was badly planned. Why is he going next? I guess we'll eliminate her, since she doesn't have to go next. I'll then see if I can stagger her, because they look like they're going to go at the same time. I kind of feel like if I slow down Sify... I didn't slow her down by enough. She probably has too much resist for that to have mattered, come to think of it. Thing is, she doesn't have to worry about reviving Sun Wukong. That's why I should have gone straight for Ronda. Ronda also nukes harder anyway. Oh, and look at me. I forgot. He's protected by the Ultimate Death Knight. So the ally attack would have worked, but basically I needed the debuffs like the ones that are on her. Anyway, good game, Black Hand. You capitalized right good on my mistakes. You kicked my butt good and proper. And I like that. But, I mean, better yet, you did it quickly. So we got Olex top. Olex top. I'm going to bring the top champion. Is Armand's basically the top Raid Shadow Legends champion ever? Like, I don't think we've ever had a champion as broken as him. I I did tons and tons of extra classic arena yesterday just to try him out in various teams, and basically just any time he gets a turn, the fun never stops, and the enemy team just never goes. It's ridiculous. Uh, you'd think I'd be used to this by now. Who am I going to go with? I could go with Duchess today. That seems like a good pick. Who's a good counter to Sun Wukong just defensively? Because maybe that's who I should go with. I'm going to go with somebody who's good defensively against Sun Wukong. I believe that that's Elva because of the affinity. His polymorph isn't going to matter to her. She's basically polymorph proof because she doesn't try to place any debuffs. I got to bring 2 nukers, obviously, so I'll bring Rhodos and Venax. I was also tempted to bring a bomber just because I'm not seeing any of that. And if I'd brought a bomber, he wouldn't have brought one. So that's what I get. So I could ban the bomber. I could ban the arbiter just to make sure I go first. I got no idea. I think I'll ban the arbiter. Honestly, I don't even think there's a wrong pick out of any of these 5. They're all ban-worthy. So I'll take the speed aura from Elva. Wish she had a better speed aura. But I suppose it's fair. It's 19%, but it's everywhere. That's the same as the one Duchess gets. It's the same as the one the White Queen gets. So let's see if I can not screw up the bum rush this time. No, I think I screwed it up again. He's going to come back. That's my bad. I really got to stop bum rushing Sun Wukong if there's a good chance that he's going to die before Fenax gets to him. Or I got to put Fenax earlier in the turn order. It's either or situation. So the Rat King is going to be of limited effectiveness. As long as I can keep Elva alive, which is certainly not guaranteed. So maybe it's time to go for some crowd control. There, I feel a little better. Let's take down him for good. Let's get rid of the auto revive. I think I want to just go for the HP pilfer. Wow, 250,000. That is a lot of damage. I just impressed myself. Maybe I should have taken her out first. I'm going to be really mad at myself if she just wipes out my whole team. So she goes for the Stone Skin and Jester thing. That's going to be difficult to get through. Unless I keep getting turns again and again. I don't think an ally attack's going to help much. So I'll just keep going with the A1s. Got to expire that Stone Skin. So let's go for the big one. Whack. And you know what? Good game. I've totally lost count of how many fights that's been. I think my tokens expire around an hour from now. So hopefully I'll have used them all by then. So I'm going to start with these two. Maybe I'll start with Arbiter today. Have a good little speed lead. It's always a crapshoot, because sometimes your opponent's fastest champion's Arbiter, sometimes it's Siffy. It's usually going to be one of those two on somebody's account. I'm going to assume then that this was Siffy. Arbiter. Gavin, what are you talking about? I'm going to assume that this time his fastest was Arbiter. I want Fenax, right? So I'll take Fenax. I'll take Rotos. I don't know. I don't want to show Rotos too early just in case he takes him. Maybe I'll take Ultimate Death Knight. Or maybe okay, I got it. I'm going to take Elva. Honestly, just in case he cuts in. Let's say I get to be the fastest champion. And I can speed boost into Elva. Elva can place her block debuffs, and they can't be stripped. So I don't have to worry about either Sun Wukong or what's-his-face stripping them. And then he goes with Rotos. So now I can't go with Rotos. And I can't even go with Ultimate Death Knight because I need another nuker. Which I will make... Man, that is rough. So who do I want? I guess I better go with Volcanon. So for the ban, I'll ban Rotos. He bans Arbiter. It's a smart ban. I still get my plus 30%. And let's see who's faster. My Elva is very fast. But she's not Arbiter fast. I think she's above 300. Ooh. But of course, I get to keep her. So we'll go for the crowd control. I think this is the way it's got to be. So go for the crowd control. I will put up the buffs. Okay, well this is cheap. I got a nice little refresh, so I'm going to go for the crowd control again. I'm going to have Volcanon prepare to take down Sun Wukong. In case Fenax can't do it. Of course, he probably can. Man, nobody can do anything. I feel like I've kind of Armandsed him. That should be a verb. You've just been Armandsed. Better take out Armands. On that note, take out Armands. And then I'm going to go for... not Vrask, he's the other one. Warlord. I'm going to go for Warlord before he shuts down all my moves. Oh man, it begins. I think I can still pretty much take him down, though. It's just going to be a lot of A1s. Yep, down you go. You got counterattacked. I mean, full auto. There's not really a lot I can do until my moves come back. Actually, you know what? Maybe full auto's not a good idea because I forget if Volcanon will like automatically start killing important people. That's the one problem with Volcanon. You don't necessarily know who he's going to kill, and he might just kill the only reviver. Not that it matters. I mean, we were on the last guy. Kymar was not going to kill Volcanon. Or even Elva, for that matter. Because Elva does have that passive that restores health, and I think she was getting back more health than Kymar can possibly do. Anyway, a good game, whatever your name was. So, opponent gets to pick first. Opponent picks Armands, right? Or maybe Siffy. Maybe Sun Wukong. It's Armand's. All right, let's take these two. How many players out there do you think have Siphi of the Gold 3 and Gold 4 players anyway? The upper echelon players. I expect basically everybody in Gold 4 probably has just all of the meta champions. But in Gold 3 at this point, I don't know, because I'm in Gold 3, I definitely don't have everybody. Like, I don't have either of these guys. Wish I did. I would love a Cardiel. That said, I think the scariest thing on his team right now is his Baron, because he hits like frickin' a frickin' locomotive. So maybe I want oh, I don't know what I want. Here, I'm gonna take Phoenix. I'm gonna take Rhodos. I'm half expecting him to take Ultimate Death Knight now, but I don't care. I want Rhodos, damn it. I'll probably ban the Baron. He is taking Ultimate Death Knight, and he's taking Foley. So who helps me the most? I'm wondering if I should just go with Padraig. So I make sure I get an ally attack. I can go through the Ultimate Death Knight. We just got to get rid of either Foley or Baron. Baron hits way harder, so maybe I want to get rid of him first. Foley has that block revive chance, but I mean, I don't have any revivers anymore. He took the only one. I guess I'm going with the accuracy. It's the only aura that matters. So he's probably going first. But I don't know, maybe not. He didn't take a dedicated speed lead that I recall. So, yeah, it looks like I get to go first. Oh, I got to be careful here though, cuz you can't actually stun him, but you know what? I don't care. I can stun the others. And then he can get his chance to go first, except he can't. I'm still faster, so we'll go for the bum rush. And he's dead. Poor Rhodos can't do anything because of that Ultimate Death Knight. That's the unfortunate part of this. Oh, that's a little better. So let's see. Ooh, that is a tough Death Knight. That is a tough Death Knight. So he stuns everyone, and at this point, I think he can still win, even without his nuker. Because he can slowly wear everybody down. I have some healing in the team, but I don't know, like Armand's could just cycle through his team like crazy. No more Rhodos. Wasn't really my best guy in this fight anyway. I'm going to hold out for a little, and then I'll call it. Do I? Sure. I mean, I'd like to keep the cleanse for when I really needed the cleanse, but you know what? I think I'll take any turn I can get. Oh man, and he's already got a stunning... Okay, forget it. We're done. We're done. Good game. That's the power of Armand's. Processing results, eh? Okay, while you're processing results, let me just check on my tokens. 50 minutes, 50 minutes. I got 2 lots left. Yeah, this sound, I swear it's different than it used to be. I don't know what it used to be. See news. Oh, even the news looks different. That's cool. Also, what's behind Soul Corner? Anything good? Ooh, we could get a Yoshi Soul. I could finally get the 6th star of War Maiden. Anyway, no, click this one. Takes me straight to Live Arena. So we got 2 lots of tokens left. Got 50 minutes to claim them. I think we can do it. Another important timer is I got to do it before I run out of tea and water. So, I guess the new Fusion starts today. How many people are going for the new Fusion? I think he looks really good. It looks like he'll be really good at Hydra. So I'm going to go for him on the main account. On the Mini Gavin account, the one that I've got dedicated to, you know, the best start guide. I don't know. Because I've said on a number of occasions, I don't really want to do too many events. Because they're rough. They're easy enough to do on an endgame account, of course. I don't know, if Plarium, you guys maybe should do something about the events. Like, the events can be just as difficult, but maybe make the whole, you know, the whole gauntlet of events, maybe make that easier. So, the event itself, what is going on today? Maybe the event itself, just as hard. You know, Dungeon Divers, just as hard. Dungeon Divers is ridiculous. Like, the threshold is way too high. I don't know why you guys raised it so high, and I don't know why you keep it so high. It's pretty bad. It was a bad decision, and you should feel bad about that decision, and you should stop making that decision. Oh man, what is going on today? I may have to reset my game or something. Guess I'm resetting the game. So here we go. It's launching, I swear. Vault Keeper Wixwell. That's his name. I wonder if he's going to have any arena potential. He does have that move that blocks various debuffs preemptively, which I think includes sheep. Well, come on, game launch. You're killing my buzz. There it is. Nope. Here we go. Alright, everything looks right. New update, 8.50. I'll read that later. Yeah, that's right. I'll read it later. I don't have time. I don't have time, Plarium, because you gave me a bunch of extra tokens that I only had 24 hours to use, and this is the only time I can really dedicate to Live Arena. Four lots of tokens. Give me a break. You could have given anything. Could have been silver. Could have been energy. Could have been gems. Gems are like universally transferable. So we got God Alex picking Armands. Surprising no one. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this opening. He's probably going to go with Arbiter, then maybe whatever else he's got. Maybe he's got a Kymar, maybe he's got a Warlord, just some other annoying stuff that I can't block all of it. Because he's got Armands, and I probably should just block Armands, regardless of what I see. Ooh, a Taras. And a Harima. And Harima's passive basically makes Taras almost unkillable. I could have attempted that, but you know what? You know what, people? I said it before, I'm in a hurry. I gotta get to those last 2 lots of tokens. Then I can relax, I think. We still got more of an hour left. More than an hour left. Sometimes I think the game is actually trying to punish me if I resign a fight too quickly. They're like, no, we don't like that, so now we're going to make you wait with this timer. Why? Because maybe too many people resign fights too early, and they don't like that. Maybe it's hard on their server. I can't imagine why that would be hard on their server, though. Shouldn't make a difference. It's just signals being sent. If I send a signal for one of my guys to use his A1, that's the same as a signal for me to start a new fight. It's the same thing. In fact, there are fewer animations involved. Although that's probably not done server side. That's probably done user side, so maybe that doesn't matter to them. But anyway, I can't prove that that's what's going on. Is there anybody out there who can? So here we got Dark Wave. Alright, Dark Wave, I'm taking Armand's. That's one less annoying bastard for you to pick. I'll go with Arbiter Fenax. Nope. I should have gone with Mikage Fenax. Actually, Mikage Arbiter than Fenax. Anyway, it's too late now. And he's got Lady Mikage. That's what I get. I'll go with the King and Queen. That's a pretty good way to round out the team. He's probably going to go for Rotos, come to think of it. If he's got him. Maybe I'll ban the Siffy. Siffy's going to be the fastest. Without the Siffy, I might be able to get somewheres. Or we could get rid of the Nutcracker. Let's get rid of the Nutcracker. Take the Speed Aura. It's still going to be a crapshoot as to who gets to go first. Whenever I see a Siffy, I usually assume it's going to be her, but you never know. Yep, it's her. Another instance where having Lady Mikage would have been extremely good. Because she can't be shut down. All these guys can. So, I'm expecting him to sheep Fenax. No? Okay, well. Use the A1. And if I ever get a turn, I don't know what's going on here. So she's probably going to go for her stun. It didn't work, but now Sun Wukong has a turn again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I'm never getting a turn. They can't be that much faster than me. They're not lapping me, so I don't understand that. Part of it is, I know Siffy's putting up increased speed, and there is a little bit of turn meter buff, but that shouldn't be giving everybody one extra turn. I don't get it. What's going on? Anybody still out there? Anybody watching? What's going on? How did that happen? So I'm going to take these two. I think if really, probably if I want to win at this game ever, I need to pick either of these two if I get the first shot, and if they don't pick either of these two, I got to pick them both. I think. On my account, at least. So if I see her, I kind of think Sun Wukong is my best counter to her. if I want to use any revivers. I think I also want Arbiter. I'm not sure. Could also go Rhodos. I'll go with Rhodos. And for my last pick, maybe I'll still go Fenax. So I think I probably just want to get rid of her. She's probably going to make these guys too difficult to kill. Getting rid of her, I think, just opens that up. I'm expecting her to be a stone skin Duchess. The two-turn stone skin Duchess is, it seems, like a really good part of the meta because she gets a turn, she puts everybody under a veil, and she's still got to turn a stone skin. And that's very difficult to deal with if you've got the likes of a Rhodos, Fenax, just champions that have to do single target attacks. It's basically like one of those provoke buffs, but they're under stone skin. I'm wondering if it's just me or if the game is a little laggier today than usual. Could also just be on my end. Maybe my computer needs a reset. I don't know. And they still got lots of stone skin. Astonishing. Well, Alright, I'm going to try to strip some of that stone skin off. And if possible, take health from him. I really want Fenax to target the werewolf. Oh man, I didn't even take him down. That is rough. How about sleep? Not even? Oh, fine. I'll hit him, knock him down. He gets his extra turn. And that's it. Well, good game. Yeah, that Baron hits like a mofo. Well, I see him again. I guess I have to ban the Baron. I don't know. Banning the Duchess was probably the right call. So, Marcus Dux. I'm going to take... You know what? I'm gonna go for Arbiter. Maybe we'll make Arbiter the third pick that I should pick. So, Armands, Mika, Arby. In that order. And I'll go with Sun Wukong. No, you know what? His affinity's not going to be good against either of these. Maybe I'll pick Mighty Uko. And Fenax. My last pick is still going to have to be a nuker. Probably Rhodos. Decisions. So I'm probably going to want to ban Hefrak. But I don't know. It's really difficult to do anything other than ban Armands. So I'll probably ban Armands. I kind of want to ban the Hefrak because I don't like having a time bomb on the enemy team. So yeah, I'll just go with Rhodos. And I think I will ban the Hefrak. We just got to make sure we go first. But basically, Hefrak is a time bomb. Don't want to deal with that. So we'll go with the Speed Aura. Hopefully we get to go first. Otherwise, that Armands is going to shut down our team. And it's all going to be over. It's going to be it. And they put him behind Stone Skin. Cool. Do I want to bum rush somebody? Well, maybe. Sure. And Armands gets his turn. I'm surprised he didn't go for the stun. That's what I was expecting. Well, we'll strip the buffs. Still hasn't gone for the stun. I am confused by that. Why isn't he going for the stun? That's like what he should obviously be doing. So I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'm going to speed boost. I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop the nukers. So I'll drop him. I will drop. I mean, I really don't like Armands being in the fight either, but I think I have to make sure the nukers are kind of accounted for. And hope for some provokes to come from him. So stuns everybody, takes the turn meter. Lady Mikage. Ooh. Do I get to turn the tables on you? So we stun you guys. Maybe then sleep him. Turn meter boost with the increased attack. Go for the weaken. Things are kind of looking up. And I guess I want to gimp him now. There, good game, Marcus Ducks. You had me worried. So we got Lady Draco from the Arrows of Huns. Okay, if I can have these two, I will take them. And I'm out of tea. I'll take Arbiter so that I can go as firstest as possible. And Phoenix to counter the Harima. So far, I think I want to ban the Harima. Maybe I want to ban the Crixia. Not totally sure. I also want Rhodos. I think that's what I want. So I'll ban the Rhodos. I'll pick the Rhodos. I'll ban... Maybe I'll ban Sun Wukong, because he's got the only speed aura. This gives me a better chance to be first. I'll take my speed aura. He's got lots of defense. This could get ugly. He's got a nice defense-based team here. But he's got no stone skin, so I'm going to go straight for the stun. Getting not all of them. It's also got a lot of force. So the main I'll try to control them systematically like this. So let's take out Harima first, if we can. And we can't. But she's sheeped. So I'll take it. Let's try to sleep him then. And I'll go after her. So now basically we've got nothing but a bunch of force champs. Can't even take him out. That is rough. Can we go for the stun? We can. We'll sleep this guy. There's a lot of annoying control shenanigans going on here. And I do respect that basically all of his champions appear to have the perk, the mastery, that removes a debuff when they take too much damage. That is definitely making my life harder. So we'll go for the stun here. I think we've basically won. I'm not going to bother sheeping him if I can just do enough damage to kill him. So, good game, Lady Draco. I got 3 fights left before I can take that final lot of tokens. And I'll have done it. I said I was going to do it. I'm doing it. So we got somebody who was born in 1974. That's what I'm guessing. If you were born in 1974, I guess that would make you 50. Happy 50th birthday. So I'm going to take the... no. I said Arby should basically be third, right? So Armand's, Lady Mikage, Arby. Maybe that's the... that may not be the meta. Like, I'm sure up in Gold 4, the meta is a little bit different. But here in Gold 3, with us peons, with us plebs, with us proletariats, it's going to be something like this. Maybe I want the king and queen again. He says, and then proceeds to not pick them. I'm gonna go with these two. I think that's the way it's got to be. I want a good amount of control. I'm wondering if I need to speed my Uko up a little. I don't recall offhand how fast he is, but I wanna guess he's maybe around 250 speed. It's the same thing with my Armands. My Armands is actually only at about 250. 250 is a lot for me. It's really rare that I get somebody closer to 350. Not impossible. Oh, and by picking Uko, of course, I invite him to pick Mortu Macab, who then has a good chance of triggering his peril, which will outright kill a lot. But anyway, I'll go with Rhodos, since there's no UDK to counter my Rhodos. I am not sure who I want to take out. Probably should just be Armands. Honestly, everything else, it's just not as bad. We'll take the speed aura from Uko. If peril triggers, so be it. There's nothing I can do about that now. But that right there is really the reason why you don't want to pick somebody like Kymar or Uko too early. Or Krisk, I guess. I almost never see Krisk in Live Arena. So I'm going to bum rush Harima? Better make it somebody. So Harima's gone. But this team has 3 nukers on it. 3 different nukers for me to have to fret over. And he's behind Stone Skin. That's great. Now everybody's behind Stone Skin. Oh no, maybe he's not. Yeah, he is. Okay. Which basically means Rotos is not doing much. Sorry, Rotos. Sorry, buddy. I wanted you to have a more interesting job in this fight. So let's see if I can remove any of that Stone Skin. I cannot. How about you? Can you remove any of that Stone Skin? 1 piece. I'll take it. So no more Sun Wukong. Even if he gets his peril, I will still have 1 nuker, I'm guessing. Oh, and actually I could take it straight from him. Reducing his damage and increasing mine. See if I could get some lucky crowd control off on him. I can't, but you know what? As the French would say, ça ce n'est pas un big deal. I think we basically got it. I'll do an ally attack. Wow, that is a tough Duchess. You have a tough Duchess, my friend. Anyway, again, happy 50th birthday. Your present is me beating you in the arena. You're welcome. And of course, if it's not your birthday, happy unbirthday. So we got Geralt, 5-5-5-5. That's a lot of Geralts. I said Arby, right? I do kind of want to take Sun Wukong some of these times, though. But I'll go with Arby. I like having speed. I am contemplating pulling my Eastrid, Eostrid, whatever her name is, the Easter Fusion, most recent one, because she's even faster than Arbiter. Her aura is a little slower, but her actual speed is a little faster, and I like the fact that she puts the increased speed on everybody as well. So it'd be nice to make the transition to her, but of course I'd have to build her. I don't like building champions in this game. It's not fun. Maybe I want to go for... Yeah, I want to go for Phenax. And at this point, I think I want to go for somebody that could counter his bomber. And really, I think it still has to be Elva, even though I don't like the affinity matchup. Because he's the strong affinity against Elva. We do have Polymorph, though, on the first one here. And if she gets banned, then we'll probably go first, and I'll be able to boost into the block debuffs. So having 2 bombers isn't too bad. So I might just ban... Yumeko then. I'll bring Rotos. I'm kind of tempted to just ban the Sun Wukong then. But you know what? I think I still have to ban the Armands. I think he's even worse than Yumeko. So I'll ban the Armands. We still get the speed aura here. I think we've got maybe a slight chance of going first. If Yumeko shuts off our cooldowns, I still have a chance to stun everybody. Of course, I'm half expecting both bombers to be behind some kind of stone skin. One of them's behind stone skin. But anyway, I do get the first shot, so what do I do? You know what? I'm gonna bum rush this guy. That's how I handle it. I'm gonna put up my block debuffs. Nobody can strip them. So they can't bomb me. They could still pelt me really hard though. Like you could just build these guys as old-fashioned nukers. There really is nothing preventing people from doing that. So I'll go to here. I'll go for the stun. I think the stun got reflected. That's always rough. Anyway, we'll take out the Rat King. And it looks like Geralt also built him slower, which is clever. That's very clever, Geralt. You build him nice and slow in 2 turns in Stone Skin, and he has time to kind of wait for the right opportunity to arise. So that's what he's doing. He's taking his first turn to just sort of wait. Of course, now he's the only one left, so that's not a great position for him to be in. And goodbye to your Stone Skin. And just about ready to call it a game. Good game, Geralt. 1 fight left, and I can grab that last lot of tokens. So, anybody out there still watching? Is this as fun for you as it is for me? Because I'm having a good time. I actually don't care if literally nobody is watching. And of course, if literally nobody's watching, nobody's hearing me say that. I could say anything. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Try saying that 3 times fast. Okay, I'm going to take these 2 because I can. Maybe I'll balance out my team with Uko. I could go for the White King and Queen. Whenever I take Lady Mikage, you can pretty much assume I also want to take Fenax. I just don't know where he will appear in the order of our operations. So I'm not seeing any nukers yet. I'm just seeing a lot of attempt at control here. Maybe he's just trying to preemptively take all the control champions. So I could even try something like Mithrala just to counter all of his control champions. And Fenax. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think Mithrala doesn't get enough airtime, so I'm going to take her. My last person needs to be a second nuker. I would like it to be Rhodos. If he doesn't bring anybody that blocks debuffs, I can make it a bomber. Which I also kind of like. But you know what? Rhodos can't get one shot, and if basically I take out, well, I don't know, there's so many control things that he can do. Maybe I will go for the bomber. I'm comfortable with this plan. I'm going to take out the Nutcracker. Really, like these are 2 of the absolute most horrifying nukers in the game. He's going first. No power on Earth is going to stop this guy from going first. He might even lap me like those other groups. He at least doesn't have increased speed on the party. So I have 4 pieces of stone skin. I am hoping some of it holds so that I get a chance to do something. The one thing I'd say about this team is it doesn't look tough. So I think basically if I get a chance to start knocking them down, we should be fine. Man, and all my stone skin's gone. Wow. That was very unlucky for me. Very lucky for you, but good game. Is this my last lot of tokens? Yep, 14 minutes to go, and I'm taking them. Also, I don't like seeing that I need an upgrade, so let's do that. And let's get back in there. I'm going to do 5 more. And then I'm going to call it a day. Because it is getting close to my lunchtime. So we're fighting boy and 2-man. Go for Armands. I'm just, right now, boy and 2-man, I'm just picturing it, an unbelievably tall person with a child's head wearing a trench coat. And there's just 2 men holding up the child in the trench coat. So, who can I go for right now that isn't a mistake? Or maybe there's no such thing. You know what? I almost never go for Kymar anymore. Maybe I should. Maybe I should take Kymar. He's good for control. He's good for speed. My Kymar, I think he's at around 300 speed. He's the right affinity to be able to control Sun Wukong. I'll still go for Phenax and Rhodos. Got no revives in the team, so we're going to have to be fast. So maybe I just take away his speed lead. Could also take away his bomber. Could also take away Yumeko. I'm going to take away Yumeko. And I'll take the speed aura from Kymar. Not that I'm expecting to go first. And also, Kymar doesn't get the benefit of Stone Skin. I didn't really build him for the arena. That's maybe the downside. I more built him for a lot of the PvE content. He's in basically every speed comp for every dungeon run that I do. If I had a second Kymar, I'd make one specialized for arena, but this one just is not. And we lose a lot of our buffs again. So what do I want to do? That's a good question. You know what? I'm going to bum rush the bomber. Oh, and I got bombed out. That's the really rough thing. I had a feeling I'd lose somebody. I didn't think I'd lose like my entire team. That was rough. So I could get feared, but let's just work on the assumption that I won't and go for him. Nice. Oh man. Man, I forgot about the Reaper. The Reaper could totally take down Rhodos even at more than 50% health. Nasty. So, good game. bizarrely large guy in a trench coat. I guess 3 heads are better than 1. So I'm going to go for these 2. Because I can. Oh, he's got Siffy. Wow. Well, I'll take Arbiter so that I can go first if I get to keep her. I'll take Fenax so I can chop off his head if I have to, which I probably will because I think I'm going to ban the Rotos. I suppose I could have countered with Ultimate Death Knight, but I'm just going to ban the Rotos. I think his team kind of falls apart if I ban Rotos. And my nuker, maybe I'll go with Volcanon. Just so that I can do a block revive. He's got a little bit of crowd control too. I like that. There is some polymorph on the team. Although Duchess really doesn't have a lot of accuracy, so I mean, unless he made an accurate Duchess, but I don't know why he would do that. You do get the plus 60 accuracy for the 5th star, but I'm not expecting that to be a problem. Siffy, I don't know. Siffy's going to be fast. And speaking of fast, Gavin, be fast. Be faster. Make some decisions. So yeah, it's all going to come down to Volcanon. Basically, Volcanon has to take out that Sun Wukong. If he can, we win. If he can't, we lose. It's really that simple. Oh, and I get the first shot. So we speed boost this way. I'm going to go for the crowd control. The ally attack is not going to be as effective. Let's steal some of that turn meter. I think we've basically taken control of this fight. I'm sorry, my friend. Armand's is so cheap. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't be able to just completely destroy his party like that. I mean, I was worried about how am I going to manage to survive while all this is happening. I also have to choose who I sacrifice. Oh no! I got sheeped! I said it wouldn't happen, and it happened. Well, I got some turn meter control on this too. Let's go after him. So I get the revive. I get the boost. I get the stuns. I get the turn meter. I get to go again. Who am I going to sheep? Let's sheep Siffy. She's probably the fastest person, so that means, and this is another problem with polymorph, it completely alters the speeds, right? I mean, I don't even know what to do here. Just go for the A1. I apologize for this. This is going to be a slow fight because there's just going to be a lot of waiting around for him to unpolymorph. Good grief. Let's sleep the Siffy. And we'll do more control. No, we got shaped. That's fair. Honestly, we got a lot of usage out of him. Ally attack him out of the sheep. Yeah, let's just sleep the Kymar. So let's turn meter boost. Let's stun again. And Man. I'm not sure. I kind of want to just chip away at her now, because I don't want to knock anybody out and get like a double revive going. But if I can control everybody, then that'll work. So let's start by taking all that off. I don't think I need the turn meter boost yet. Alright, let's go for this now. Wow. I feel like maybe I should have done that sooner. I just really wanted to make sure Duchess wasn't the sole survivor and pick everybody back up. But I probably could have handled that contingency. Anyway, we're on to the next fight. I'm going to pick Armand's because I get the first pick. It's the way it's got to be. What exact nerf to Armand's should we be suggesting? I'm thinking just take the turn meter steal away from him. He's already putting out like a really, really good stun, or take off the stun. And then he can steal all the turn meter. But I mean, both is just completely crazy. So I'm going to take Arbiter. I'm going to take... I don't know. I'm half expecting him to take the White King, but he may or may not have the White King. You know what? I'm gonna bring Sun Wukong. And I'm gonna bring Arbiter. That leaves me one flex spot and one nuker. Which can also be a nuker. So it can be a nuker and a nuker. So, what you gonna pick? It's gonna be some. Maybe Fon Wodan has gone AFK. Oh, there he is. And he's taking Kaja the Rai. Interesting. Two halves of another nuker pair, but not the nuker. So I'm probably going to ban Rotos just because I'm not seeing a nuker, but who knows what the last one's going to be. I did want Rotos for myself, though. But I can take Fenax. And I suppose I can take Volcanon again. He is always a good time. I could also go with Patty. And I'm wondering if I want to go with Patty just to give me the option of having a cleanser, having an ally attack. Patty kind of has it all. It does mean that if they ban the Fenax, I don't have block revive. But I think I'm okay with that. Because I'm only seeing 2 revivers. And if this is a reviver, I'm just going to ban Rotos. And sooner or later, I'll just win that fight. Okay, I'm not expecting him to ban nuker, so I'm going to ban the Rotos. So we'll take... And this is an interesting response to Arby, as usual. They see the Arby and they're like, okay, now you can't use Arby's turn meter boost because you don't have a lot of block debuffs. And that is a fair assessment of the situation. Counterpoint, I'm wearing a lot of stone skin. So I'm going to turn meter boost. Ooh, I even get a nice little counterattack right out of the gate. So she's probably going to go for her strip. and promptly get sheeped. So I'm going to bum rush him. Dead. So now we can focus on the revivers. I think we've already won. Fan Wudan, this is where you should resign, I would say, but honestly, I mean, you don't have a nuker. What did you expect was going to happen? There it is. So good game, Fan Wudan. Got 2 more to go, and this is why you bring 2 nukers or Armands. With Armands, you don't have to have any nukers. You just have to have Armands. So bring a nuker plus Armands or another nuker, and at least that doesn't happen. So Fan Wudan, here's your chance for redemption. You even get to go first. Maybe he's going to pick Armands. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to pick Lady Mikage. Tempted to pick Padraig again, but maybe I'll go with... I think I probably should go with Arbiter again. Even though I'm half expecting him to respond with Torm in the Cold. We've already established that's not going to work. I also want to take Rhodos this time. So if Rhodos isn't in one of these 2 picks, I'll pick Rhodos. And then we'll see what he does. Oh, but he's already got Rhodos. Okay. I'll take... somebody. Maybe I'll even take Uko. I like the control he has. I'm going to go for Uko and Fenax. And for my second nuker slot, maybe I really will go for Volcanon this time. Especially against him. And you, Fawn, you've done it again. I'm going to ban your Rhodos. Well, Fawn, if you and I have a third fight, please pick 2 nukers. It is a better idea. I mean, he's banning the guy that I beat him with last time, but I'm using this guy this time. Although, you know what? Yeah, he's in Stone Skin. So he's in Stone Skin, she is. These 2 are not. Uko can still steal buffs, though. That's very RNG dependent, though. Depending on Uko is a mistake, but just having Uko, there's a lot of fun you can have with him. So let's turn meter boost, just to make sure I at least can boost into Mikage, and it still didn't work. He's cutting it anyway. How? My Lady Mikage is not that much slower than my Arbiter. She's maybe 20 speed points slower. Well, I kind of want to stun as many of them as possible. If I can't stun Armand, so be it. Of course, I did say in the last time, if you don't have a nuker, at least you can have Armands. What an obnoxiously overpowered champion. So I got a lucky bit of control off Uko. No, I didn't. He's got a cleanser. Well, I could try to sleep him. That at least prevents him from getting that one extra turn. Well, good game, fun. You did it without a nuker. You put me in my place. Now I want my revenge. So this is the last fight of the day. And then you all get to go. And I get to make my lunch. And then eat it. And of course, for the last fight, we do still have to deal with Armands. So I'm going to take the 2 best counters to Armands that I have at the moment. Come to think of it, defensively, a really good response to Armands is this guy. Just if you can't ban everybody, but I don't want to play too defensively. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for. I mean, Uko's not a bad response to Armands either, so maybe I'll go with Uko. I'll go with Fenax. I don't know who goes in the last slot, but basically, I mean, I'm going to be dealing with cooldowns no matter which one I ban. I could also just ban the speed lead in the hopes of going first. Wow, there's a lot of speed here, and then like a bomber. So I'm wondering. And I can even just take her to try to get a little more control. I need another nuker though. So I don't know, I guess it's got to be Rotos. And how do I deal with this? If we ban the bomber, there isn't a nuker. But I may never get a turn because of this. So I think I'll go for it anyway. We'll see how this plays out. Am I fast enough to go first? The answer is no. Now we're under slow. Now everybody's on cooldown. Now everybody's stunned. Yeah, I'd say this is probably a wash. So good game, Lectra. I'm just gonna give it to you. You know, it's late. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go have lunch. So have a good one, people. Thanks for stopping by. Take care of yourselves. See you on the next one.